In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to get started as a personal trainer or fitness coach. Now, my name is Brandon Clark, and I have built a 7-figure fitness coaching business at 24 years old. And I first started my fitness coaching business 3 years ago. And so I'm just going to run through a couple of the very common questions that I get asked and take you guys through a series of points to sort of explain to you guys exactly how to go about getting started with personal training and fitness coaching. First thing that I want to say is that don't go into fitness coaching unless you really have a passion for fitness and you really have a passion for helping people out with reaching their fitness goals. Now, the first thing that I'm going to say is don't get a degree, all right? It is not the best way to go about educating yourself. I personally was going to school and then decided to drop out because of the majority of classes were not helpful at all. There are streamlined certifications that are much better for educating you on exactly how to control people's bodies via nutrition and via training. So don't get a degree. If you are going to spend money, spend it on certifications that are going to teach you exactly what you need to know in order to help people. They are going to be a lot cheaper, or focus on spending your money on a mentor, on somebody who is a successful personal trainer or is a successful coach who can basically help you out and say, hey man, this is exactly how I built my fitness coaching business. Here is what you need to focus on improving in your fitness coaching business. All right. So don't get a degree. Don't go to school. It's just a waste of time and it's simply a waste of money. If you want to help the average person, what you need to understand is you need to understand fat loss, you need to understand nutrition, and you need to understand training. You do not need to get a degree in order to understand those things and be able to use that knowledge to help other people, all right? So number 2, certifications. When it comes to certifications, a lot of people will go to these mainstream companies such as ISSA or NASM, the National Association of Sports Medicine, which is actually a certification that I personally got. And I can tell you guys that these mainstream certifications, they're garbage. Like, they just don't teach you the type of information that you actually need to know. So you need to find a better certification, a certification that goes more in depth about actually teaching you things that are practically applicable to helping people reach their fitness goals. And what I'm going to recommend for this is J3 University. So I myself went through and tried to find the best certification possible, and that's when I stumbled on J3 University. It was created by John Jewett, who is an IFBB pro bodybuilder, and he is also a registered dietitian, an expert when it comes to nutrition and when it comes to training, and he is a bodybuilder. So he knows exactly how to teach people to be able to coach other people to control the way their clients' bodies look. So when it comes to bodybuilding, most people are going to come to you with the goals of trying to build muscle, trying to get leaner, trying to lose body fat, and get more athletic in general. These are the 3 main things. Bodybuilders do nutrition and training exceptionally well. So if you want to educate yourself as best as possible on how to create awesome client transformations, which are ultimately going to benefit you dramatically when it comes to marketing your business, you need to know how to treat people like bodybuilders and how to arrange their nutrition and training so that they make the best physical progress possible. So look into J3 University. I even reached out to them after I did the certification, and I said, I love your guys' certification so much, I would actually like to request a discount code that I can promote to my followers. So if you guys decide that you want to further your education and become a fitness coach, the best certification out there is J3 University, and you can actually use code BDON10, BDON10 as a discount code to get $100 off purchasing that certification. It's kind of my gift to you guys. because it genuinely is the best certification out there. Now, to be honest with you, you don't actually need certifications in order to work as a fitness coach in the United States if you are running your own business online. All right, if you want to join a physical location, you're going to have to get something like ISSA or NASM, but at the same time, you don't need these if you wanted to start an online fitness coaching business, which is like something that I run. Now, I would recommend doing these certifications, especially a good one like J3 University, because it's really going to build up your confidence and make sure that you feel like you know what you need to know so that you can bring that confidence to your clients and really help push them and have a very, very good level of competence that you know what you are doing and that you can also offer a service that is very, very valuable to them. So even though that certification is not 100% necessary, you can start building your fitness coaching business without even getting a certification. You can get clients and make money without a certification. It's still something that I'm going to recommend people pursue, especially as they continue to grow and try to become as good as they possibly can at coaching, which is what being a coach is all about. Number 3, you want to establish credibility. Like I talked about earlier, having really good client transformations are going to do wonders for establishing credibility. You also want to establish credibility with your own physique. You want to build a physique that you are proud of. You want to have a lean, strong frame. You want to be able to show your physique on social media. At the same time, this isn't 100% necessary. I know coaches that do not have impressive physiques that make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 per month from fitness coaching, but at the same time, you want to have that confidence in yourself. So make sure that you practice what you preach, put some effort back into yourself, and ultimately try to build the best physique that you possibly can. So establish that credibility. Number 4, possibly get into an in-person gig when you first get started with fitness coaching. Now, I personally do most of my fitness coaching online. I work with 100 clients. I made $87,000 in the last 30 days from fitness coaching online. But when I first started, I did an in-person gig. Now, if you go to a local gym is probably going to say, hey, sell these packages to the clients. We will pay you $25 per hour when you coach somebody that you ultimately sold. So you're getting paid dimes on the dollar while the gym is collecting at least 60% usually of the cash. That's not a very good gig. If I were you, I would try to find a gym locally where you know the owner or you have some sort of in where you can ultimately charge your prices, the prices that you feel like you want to start out with charging, and then just pay the gym a certain number, so a certain dollar amount for every single session that you do there. That's exactly what I did when I first started. There are a lot of gyms like this. You just have to search for them. You have to find a gym with an environment that isn't super commercial and based around trying to profit off of their personal trainers as much as possible. And a lot of gym owners will just really like to have, somebody who is young or somebody who is really well experienced at that gym, sort of bringing up the aura of the gym. And so you can usually cut a deal with a gym owner that as long as you bring in those clients, the gym isn't giving the clients to you, but as long as you bring in those clients, you can basically personal train them without having to give 60% of the money to the gym. And why I recommend starting out with an in-person gig is just because it gives you some really, really practical takeaways, both when it comes to just having an actual person there in front of you that you're coaching and understanding, how to work with different individuals and how to coach them in person. But at the same time, it also gives you this sense of camaraderie with every single one of your clients. It doesn't quite happen when you're doing it online. I'm mainly an online coach and I have ways that I go about trying to build this camaraderie. But when you first start out, you really just need to know if you have a passion for helping people, like I said at the very, very beginning. And you will know quickly if you have a passion for helping people when they're right there in front of you and you can tangibly like reach out, touch them, and like walk them through certain exercises, all right? So possibly get an in-person gig to establish credibility, but also to establish your confidence, all right? Number 5, give away a lot of free stuff. When I first started my fitness coaching business, I gave away tons of free in-personal training sessions. I would also just give out workout programs for free. Whenever people would ask, I would send it, yo, here's my workout program. I would send it to a bunch of people and I would say, hey, if you ever know anybody that needs a workout program, if you ever know anybody that needs a nutrition plan, you reach out to me. I built a web throughout my entire town, that to the point, like I live in a small town in Montana, and yet everybody knows me as the fitness guy. Even without my social media, I was known as the fitness guy before all of my social media became extremely successful, because I had done a really good job at marketing myself, which is number 6, through social media, like I said, but also just doing a lot of local marketing, networking with people, getting your name out there. I always tell coaches inside of Empire Blueprint, which is a community of coaches that I have built to basically show them the blueprint for how to scale a fitness coaching business, how I scaled my fitness coaching business from $0 to $10,000 and all the way up to, $87,000 per month. So that Empire Blueprint, when those coaches come to me, I tell them every single person in your town, every single person that knows your name should know that you are the fitness guy, and that you are the person that anyone should recommend or anybody should go to if they are looking for nutrition or training advice. So I hope this video helped you guys out. If you guys want a further in-depth free guide when it comes to building an online fitness coaching business, make sure you check the comments down below. Make sure you just check the description as well. I'll leave a link to a free guide that will hopefully help you guys out a little bit more. Hopefully these topics helped you and answered some of the questions that you have for just getting started as a personal trainer and a coach. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.